This is some big news that's coming out right now. It looks like Microsoft is going to be buying Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard shares have been halted with this news pending that's coming out on this. Right now, you can see Microsoft shares at 301.59. That's down 2.78%. Activision Blizzard jumping all the way to where that deal is anticipated to happen at $90 a share. This is a stock that closed at $65.39 on Friday. A company at that point with a market cap of just over $50 billion, almost $51 billion. This is a big deal, very big deal. You can see Activision Blizzard shares up by 37%, all the way up to $90, as I mentioned. Microsoft shares coming under a little more pressure, although we've seen those shares under pressure because of the higher yields that you've seen in the Treasury complex this morning. 301.55. Still looking for the details of this, but again, it looks like this is news that's just coming out. And just reading you through some of the headlines on this, Bobby Kotick is going to continue to serve as the CEO of Activision Blizzard. Reading through some more news as this is hitting the wires right now. Microsoft's going to be acquiring Activision Blizzard for $95 a share, this says, in an all-cash transaction that's valued at $68.7 billion. So that's a big premium, guys. That's a premium of about 45%. Watching what happens with this, and obviously there's been a lot of news, gentlemen, coming out about Activision Blizzard. Those shares have been down pretty sharply as this news has come out over the last several months. Right. Andrew? I
was going to say the stock down about had been down about 27%, in large part because of the controversy that we'd seen in the Wall Street Journal and reports about workplace culture. I would argue to you, Microsoft buying this company at this price is a bit of a rebuff, if you will, about some of those reports, or at least an acceptance that the culture is acceptable to them. Of course, they've had their own challenges just last week saying that they were going to be looking into their own workplace culture. But this does appear to be a big win for Bobby Kotick. Of course, the big question that I'm looking at right now is just whether regulators will ultimately approve a transaction like this, you know, under the sort of traditional antitrust theory between Microsoft and Activision. It's still a very small market share. This is a very fractured marketplace. But you've seen the Biden administration take a much more aggressive approach to antitrust and a much more sort of all-encompassing approach. Meanwhile, Microsoft has remained largely outside of the sort of target of Washington, in large part because it dealt with that, if you will,
a metaverse,
more than 2 decades ago.
Number one, is it a metaverse play? I don't know. Yeah. We're all going to be playing
huge metaverse play. I think, and that's
Satya Nadella has kind of hinted at this. Yeah, Satya Nadella has hinted at this. And by the way, guys, we should mention that we do have interviews coming up with both Bobby Kotick and Phil Spencer, who is the head of Microsoft Gaming. Both those interviews coming up at 9:30 this morning. So an hour from now, we'll be sitting down talking to both of them.
That's excellent.